Oh, fucking righty. What's up, everybody? My peeps. What's going on, my peeps, and you fucking hypocrites and you pieces of shit? Peter Joseph here for another video. My second video of the night on your 2 for Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Taco Tuesday, 2 for Tuesday, whatever you want to call it. But, second video of the night, this time on the official Peter fucking Joseph YouTube wrestling channel. YouTube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you for watching. And as always, make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button down below in the basement. Otherwise known as the description box below. Also subscribe to my other channels down there as well. Give me your love and support. And attention. Because that's what you love to do. And leave a comment if you wish. But if it's going to be stupid comments, you're going to get blocked. And if you don't like that, then you can't do nothing about it. Go cry me a river, assholes. That's pretty much it. But like, share, and subscribe to my channels. Follow me on social media if you dare. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're not real, if you're not real, go fuck yourself. Get a life. Go do whatever you gotta do. And pretty much, you know, be a douchebag and be fake, because that's what you people are, fake. We're real here. And if you can't deal with that, then you need to get the hell off. But I digress. So follow me on social media, and share the video all over the internet. Most importantly, tap that bell and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing. If you do, well, you're pretty much SOL. And you know what that means. But I digress. And that's that. Alright, so if you're new here, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. If not, you can get the fuck off and jump on somebody else's channel. That's garbage. But my channel isn't garbage. I do what I can, man. I'm not here for views. I'm not here to be popular or anything. I'm just here for me. And I'm just doing this as a hobby. But some people can't understand that because they're fucking hypocrites. When I once again proved my point tonight. Case in point, the video down below in the description box on my legendary rant channel, PG Rants. Link is down below in the gobbledygook. And just basically clearing my name and pretty much proving these hypocrites wrong. And boy did I prove them wrong. I proved them wrong because what happens? They see the video, waste a whole bunch of time talking about me, making up lies and shit. Thanks for the attention and thanks for the views. Views, assholes. I just love reeling them in. Whoosh. Fish hook. I just love proving people wrong. Then they go, oh, you didn't clear your name. What about the cat incident? I ain't talking about that incident because that's done and buried. It's done and buried. It was a stupid joke and I shouldn't have even said it. But, you know, I said it and people think I'm a freaking, I abuse animals when I don't. And if I did, you know, why haven't the authorities been called? And they have no actual proof. All you got is a video. That's it. The cops ain't gonna say ain't gonna do anything. Peter ain't gonna do anything because I have to look at the cat. Dumbass. Dumbass. That's how I'm proving my point. That people take parts of my video or old videos that I've done, take parts of the videos and then they clip that part and then they put it in their boring as fuck streams and then you want to expose me as a bad guy and a pedophile and a freaking animal abuser and anything like that when I never abused my animals in my life. And I'm almost 47. I've had ever since I was a little bitty hoaxy dude, I mean, I've had lots of pets, and I never, ever abuse them. I treat them like it's my freaking son or my daughter. Like it's a basic family member. I give it love, I feed it, take it to the vet when they're sick, but never have I beaten my cats or my dogs ever in my life. So, you want to keep flapping your gums, you're going to have actual proof, not just proof from a video. Actual proof. Visual, visual is that video, but still, there is no visual proof. It's just something I said. That's gonna help you and help you? No. That's why it's called slander and defamation of character. So thank you for giving me more attention and making yourselves even more look like jackasses. Thank you for the support, assholes, and thank you for the views and watching my videos. Thank you so much. But go waste your time talking for hours on end about me when you're not even in the right frame of mind. I'm just saying, and people saying that I was drunk on that video. No! I don't drink alcohol unless I go out. I'm a social drinker. I'm not an alcoholic like some people we know. I don't do drugs like some people we know. You know, I'm in a pretty normal state. You know, I may act wacky, and I'm 47 years old, acting wacky and everything, but that's just me. If you can't handle what I say, then don't watch, but you're gonna watch it anyway. Because you have nothing better to do in your life than worry about what other people that you claim are pedophiles or bad people when you have nothing on us. Maybe a couple people on YouTube and social media, you might have something on them, but me, nothing. Nothing. And if you did, I'm still here. I am still here. You had your chances, and you all blew it. From 12 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever it may be. You blew it. You blew your chance. And now, you can go get ignored and go fuck yourselves. And that's pretty much it. I have nothing more to say, because every time I see a video about me, it just makes me laugh, and it just makes my point proven even more. That people will just not keep my name out of their cum-filled mouth. Not that, but too, they're warped minds, and, they just have no freaking logic. They're just fucking stupid bitches. Obsessed fucking stalking bitches. That's all they are. But like I said, point proven. Point to Peter Joseph. Thank you. Good night. And that's pretty much it. But I'm done with that. I'm just going to be doing wrestling videos and anything I feel like talking about. But like I said, that video is one and done. Just talking about all these hypocrites that are continually proving my goddamn point. So keep doing what you're doing. Because eventually, you're going to get sick of me. I got a headache. I'm getting a headache. I'm going to have a seizure. Good. Maybe YouTube would be a better place without you in it. But I digress on that. That's not a death threat. That's just, being real. You got a headache from me? Good. Then don't do a video about me. Go talk about somebody else. If I give you a headache, talk about wrestling or talk about anything else, that's just too bad. But you're still gonna watch. And thank you for the view. And thank you for the free subs. So I know you're making your fake accounts and you have your little buddies that watch your garbage. Sub to me when you tell them not to, but they do it anyway. Because they're stupid fucks like you. But, thanks for the free subs and the free views, assholes. But it is what it is. And that's all I gotta say about that. You know, we're as of this video, 19 days away from Christmas and 25 days away from the end of the year. And I'm just gonna keep going to the end of the year. I'm just not gonna freaking worry or even give two shits about what is said about me. And that's it. I'm not gonna worry, I'm not gonna care. Because if these people just can't get it through the thick skull that they'll never win. Doesn't matter how hard, how many times me or other people get knocked down, we're still gonna come back, and we're still gonna do what we do. And you can't, and you people get mad and can't handle it. You people in your 20s and 30s, you're going to keep going with the same person for another 10, 15 years? God forbid any of you people have children and they see this crap. You're like, Danny, why'd you waste 10 years on the same guy? It's ridiculous. It is fucking ridiculous how YouTube has just gone to shit. It's just ridiculous. And then people are like, oh, why don't you get off the internet because you have so many problems. Nobody, you say that nobody knows what you're going through. Why don't you just get off the internet to deal with it? I do that in my spare time, okay? YouTube is an escape for me. It's a hobby. Not my life. What happens in my real life, I worry about off YouTube. I handle it away from a computer screen or a phone or whatever it may be. That's pretty much it. But you can't handle what I say on my videos, then don't watch. But you will, because you got nothing better to do than just sit on your stupid computers, probably, warped out your mind, can't even have a cognitive thought in your mind, because you're so fucked up in the head with no brain cells, because, you do what you do, and you think you're better than people that are pretty much either around the same age or a little bit older, like me. You think you're gonna harass 50-year-old people and 60-year-old people, 70-year-old people? That shit ain't gonna work. You're gonna do that for 20 years, and then they die. Then you're gonna, as soon as they die, you're gonna go to the next schmuck. You're gonna get sick of people. I'm telling you, people like these people on YouTube are gonna get sick and tired of talking about the same thing, and they don't want to move on. They don't, because as soon as they move on to somebody to they do something else, nobody's gonna give two shits about what they talk about next. I don't care about my channels. I really don't. I don't care how many views I get, how many subs I get, how many comments I get, whatever it is. But like I said, I'm just doing videos for fun and doing it for me. And if people watch it, great. They don't, I don't give a shit. I don't care how many comments I get, subs, views, likes. I don't give two shits. I don't give two shits. All I care about is myself, my family, and my girl. That's it. And like I said, my friends too. My friends, my family, and the people that I really do care about. I don't care about people doing how long videos they do and just being dumb and laughing like dumbasses, They're just laughing like a freaking hyena and they're freaking warped out their fucking mind. Nobody cares about your videos. Nobody cares. Nobody can care about mine. I don't really care if nobody watches me. I don't give a shit. But I'm going to keep talking about wrestling until I don't feel like talking about it anymore. Whether it be 50, 60, 70, even maybe 80. Who knows? It is what it is. You're a bunch of hypocrites, and you keep proving my point. And I keep proving you wrong every single time. But keep watching. Thank you for the free views. And if you want to sub, You want to sub? Great. Thank you for the free sub. 2, asshole. That's what you are. Complete and utter assholes and nobodies. And I got no time for that crap. I'm not going to go up on a panel just because you want me to go up on a panel. No. No. I got better things to do than talk to somebody that has no cognitive thought, and they think they're better than me. I got no time for that shit. Oh, I'm not gonna yell and scream. Bullshit. Bullshit. You're full of shit. That's all I gotta say. Alright, I talked for 15 minutes. I'm not gonna go long with just rambling about bullshit. Alright, anyway, so check out the video down below in the comments. In the description box below. And that's pretty much it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on video number 2, right here on the Peter Joseph channel. Thank you all for watching. Once again, my name is Peter Joseph. I'm a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling, or whatever the fuck I want to talk about. And if you like it, great. If you don't, the door is over there. Don't let it hit your stupid smelly ass on the way out. Maybe it should hit you in the fucking head. But then again, you'll be more knocked out than half of you people are. But I digress. Some of you just need to get hit by a door. And then jump in a hole. Pretty much get hit by a door and jump in a hole. And don't come out. Shh. You know, that's it. Get off my channel. Get out of my life. If you can't do that, you got problems. And that's it. Alright. So thanks for watching on the channel, and I hope you like it. And if not, well, too fucking bad for you. That's it. Alright, so on video number 2, on this late Tuesday night, December the 5th, 2023, or if you're watching this later, or whenever you watch this, probably be December the 6th, 2023, it is time for your late night NXT review! For December the 5th, 2023, the go-home show before this Saturday night's last NXT pay-per-view of the year, NXT Deadline. Coming your way from Bridgeport, Connecticut. With some winky-dink arena. Not that I give two shits about it. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so tonight's show was pretty good. You know, we had some extra new matches announced. We had two more qualifying matches, basically for the men and the women. All the people that lost, like kind of like a wild card match. You see, he becomes the final participant in the men's and women's Iron Survivor match. We had a face-to-face with the Russian Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, and Baron Corbin Corbin. And a whole lot more. So let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time. And we are, once again, as always, emanating from the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida. And our commentary team, every Tuesday night, the man with the creepy jacket, and well, he doesn't have his girlfriend anymore there, that's Vic Joseph. And the man who smokes more meth and more weed than Thea Hale and everybody else in that locker room combined, the legendary Booker T. Sucker. Alright. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Black Snow. But we move on. Alright, so there we got Vic Joseph and Booker T there. And we're going to be off and running on NXT. So we start off NXT with our first match of the night. Right away, right to the action, which I always love. A little less talk and a lot more action. You know, on BCR. No, I mean, well, on NXT. And that's pretty much, it is what it is. Alright, so match number 1 on your program, on your scorecard. The final Women's Iron Survivor Challenge match, qualifying match, with all the losers from the weeks prior. We had the resident cheerleader, Thea Hale, the woman who smokes, you know, not as much weed as Booker T, but we got Thea Hale. I believe she came out with Casey Jane and a little bit of, I think Casey U as well, but whatever. Roxanne Perez, the farm girl, Fallon, don't call me, the Dawn Henley, and the so-called accountant, the lovely Kiana James. Well, I think we all know who was gonna win this one. Because Roxy and Kiana, what happened last week in the parking lot, I knew coming into this match they're gonna cancel each other out. So it was basically Thea Hale versus Fallon Henley. And there you go. Like I said, JC Jane at ringside. So it starts over with Roxy and Kiana brawling to start. How fitting. And then, continuing their parking lot brawl right on the floor. With Kiana on the floor, the other three fight for a test of strength. Until Kiana and Roxy, once again, continue their brawl on the outside. Fallon Henley hits a suicide plancha on everybody, but then gets dropped by Kiana. As we go to break, we come back, we get the ever-popular Tower of Doom spot. Thea Hale pretty much getting the worst of everything. And then Roxy crossbodies Kiana, so it's really, Roxy was just focused on Kiana. She didn't really give two shits about Thea Hale and Fallon Henley. So she takes Kiana down, goes for Pop Rocks, but gets broken up, so Roxy takes Kiana to the floor again, and then Roxy's like really going off for Gord. Booker T's like, oh yeah, I like the violence, oh yeah. And then, the announcer's table's all loaded up with Roxy and Kiana crashing off the barricade through the table. Good God Almighty! And pretty much that was that. They're done for the match. And that leaves Fallon Henley to hit the Shining Wizard. Of all moves, a Shining Wizard, really? On Thea Hale. 1, 2, 3. Fallon Henley is the final participant in the Women's Iron Survivor match. And later on, we'll get all those hot ladies, all 5 of them, I believe, to have a summit in the ring, which I don't think is kind of pointless, but, the men kind of have that too, but not really a summit. They didn't really talk, they fought, that's it. But it is what it is. So, the match was alright, 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. Alright, after that, we go backstage with the lovely Kelly Kincaid, or Quinn Kincaid, or Quinn McKay, whatever you want to call her. She's with the NXT Women's Champion, the lassie from Ireland, Layla Valkyria. She's all ready for whoever wins the Iron Survivor Challenge match. And then the beautiful, oh yes, Caliente. Lola Vice comes in, I think with another hottie, Elektra Lopez, comes in and teases cashing in her NXT Breakout Tournament title shot tonight. And then Tatum Paxley comes in and makes threats for her. It's like, I'm gonna kick your ass, Lola. Right. Anyway, we got that. And by the way, I found out that Tatum Paxley, her new look looks like goth. Basically, her gear and her look is in tribute to my sweetheart, Daphne Unger. Daphne, basically. I didn't know that. I was like, okay. But yeah, so that's kind of nice to, you have some inspiration from the Scream Queen herself. My sweetheart that I missed for been 2 years now. And that's you sexy bitch, you Daphne Unger. That's pretty much it. Alright, so we got that match coming up a little bit later. But I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then we get to the sad moment of the night. Wesley comes out. And he was supposed to have, he won, last week he won that Fatal 4-Way match, with Bronson Reed, Cameron Grimes, and Johnny Gargano to get the North American title shot against Dominic Guerrero, they say. But this week, he comes out in his street clothes, and he comes out with a cane. Now we're like, what the hell's going on here? So he comes out for a chat, looks somber. So, I didn't really think anything of it at the time. So, anyway, he gets on the mic, he says, I was looking forward to winning back the North American title, I believe, for the second or maybe the third time. So he's like, I was all ready to go, fight Dom, win my belt back, but the fans that are supporting me will not bring the feeling back in my legs. I'm like, what? Okay. Then he's like, I'm going to need surgery on my back. And he's going to need surgery. He's going to be out 8 to 12 months. Holy shit. So then he's like, I'm not sure when you will even ever see me again, but no matter what, I will be back. And pretty much does, kind of emulate Sting. This is not goodbye, but see you later. I'm like, oh man, that's fucked up. I thought he was joking. I really legit thought he was joking. This was like a plot. That, oh, he's like getting out of the match with Dom, and Dom's like, oh yeah, I don't have to worry about him. And then in turn, like Dom would come out and say, oh yeah, see what happens, I don't have to fight you anymore. You're scared of me. And then Wesley, says, I'll be back. And then, Dom turns his back. Next thing you know, bam! Wesley whacks him right in the back of the head with the cane. And he's like, fooled you! No, this time it wasn't a full job. Wesley is legit hurt with a back injury. I mean, it is so bad he can't even feel his legs. That's sad. But hopefully he's gonna get back surgery, maybe fusion surgery, I don't know, maybe like a Randy Orton type of thing, but, I hope he has a successful surgery and a speedy recovery for a guy like Desmond Xavier, for those of you who watch TNA, part of the Rascals and everything. I hope he comes back soon. Where we want to hear this right now, especially doing a pay-per-view, or even not a major pay-per-view per se, but you don't want to hear that somebody is going for surgery right before a really big match. But hopefully Wesley comes back. His wife confirmed it on Twitter, and it's just really sad. Really is sad. I hope he comes back sooner than 8 months. But with back surgery, it takes a while to get back to 100%. Not that I know or anything, but I know people who have had back surgery and they can barely walk at times and barely sit down. It's just sad. They were in strollers. They were in walkers. Just really sad to see. But that's after the surgery I'm talking about. They're in walkers and they have to get help and everything. It's just not a good time. Anyway, so Wesley's all somber. The fans are crying and, And you think wrestling's fake. Idiots. Anyway, so to make things worse for the fans and Wesley, Dominic Guerrero, he comes out and, kind of mocks Wesley. He's like, oh, you're hurt again, and you're going to be gone for 8 months to a year, and pretty much Dom's like, well, I got the night off. And then Wesley's like, well, not so fast there, Dominic. And then, guess who appears on the screen? His, Ray's dad, Rey Mysterio, booyaka booyaka. Even though we all know who his real papi is, right, Eddie? That's right, Mr. Joseph. I am Dominic's son. He is my fruit of my loins, ese. Pero, I don't understand why Ray keeps popping up on the screen. He's a pendejo. He's a cabrón. He's a deadbeat. I am his papi. I will always be Dominic's papi. Pero, exactly. Okay, calm down. It's true. It is goddamn true. Eddie Guerrero is Dominic's father. He is his papi. And his mommy is Rhea Ripley. Ha. But we move on. Anyway, so Ray pops up on a Titantron and says that Dom Dom is going to still defend the belt at Deadline. And he's like, I'm going to be there in person to see you lose that title. And then Ray's like, so Dom's like, well, who am I going to fight now? Well, Ray tells him that he's going to be facing Dragon Lee, who he faced a couple of weeks ago on NXT. And even though with help from Mommy, Dragon Lee lost, but I think Dragon Lee might win this, but I'm hoping that Dom retains, because it kind of makes sense, but... Because now, if you've been following the storyline, Dragon Lee is going against Santos. Pretty much going against Santos, really. And you really want to have Dragon Lee win the NXT North American title and possibly defend it on SmackDown? I mean, the NXT World title's been defended on Raw and SmackDown once. Remember when Adam Cole defended against Bryan Danielson? Right, I think it was right before the Survivor Series, when there was like nobody there. They had to bring up people from NXT to fight half the roster because everybody got stuck in Saudi Arabia. And that match was still a banger. I don't care what anybody says. But anyway, so Dom is going to defend now against Dragon Lee, who comes out, chases Dom off. And that's pretty much it. But the main part of this segment was Wesley, unfortunately, going to be out 8 to 12 months with a bad back. He's going to have to go get surgery. He can barely walk. Oh, man. But hopefully a speedy recovery. And, 8 months from now is pretty much January, February, March, April, May, June, July. It's going to be between August and this time next year. So he's definitely missing Stand and Deliver. He's going to miss Vengeance Day. He's going to miss New Year's Evil and anything else that comes up, during the year. So if he does come back, I'll probably be, maybe August. Maybe he comes back for, if there's anything in August for NXT. Or he comes back in September, or maybe by Halloween Havoc. But if not, maybe he comes back at next year's Deadline pay-per-view. But hopefully, when he gets the surgery, whenever that might be, it's a success, and he'll be on the road to recovery, and, hopefully, Wesley's, he's a strong guy and everything, very athletic. He is a firehouse, flippy-dippity-doo guy, but it's going to take a long time for recovery, and, knowing him, he will want to come back sooner than 8 months or to a year, but, you can do all the freaking rehab in the world, unless you're Cena, and can come back really soon. Remember when he tore his bicep and he was out 2 months? When he was really supposed to be out 6? Because that's how Cena is, because he uses his Super Cena strength. But, I would love for Wesley to come back in 4 to 6 months. You never know. But hopefully he gets the surgery, it's a success, and then the rehab, goes by, and then, hopefully get medically cleared. But, just sad that he's going to be out for pretty much to about a year. Maybe more, who knows. But that's that. So anyway, now we got Dragon Lee and Dom again for the North American title. We'll see what happens this Saturday night at Deadline. Mommy will be there. Rey Mysterio will be there. Will any other members of the Judgment Day be there? We'll see. We shall see. Alright, so I gave this segment 3.25 out of 5 stars. And, shout out to Wesley, Desmond Xavier, and his wife and family. And hopefully he has a speedy recovery. So, get better, my friend. And that's it. Alright, after that, let's get to something more happy. And that's Kiana James, the hot accountant. She is hot. Anyway, she's in the trainer's room. I don't know why, but maybe she was hurt. And she's there with the trainer, getting looked at. And basically wants to get her hands on Roxy once again. And then, guess who comes in? Roxy, and they have a humongous brawl in the trainer's room. This is never going to end. They just want to beat the fuck out of each other. You stole my man! No, you stole my man! Bitch! Beat the fuck out of each other. Get fight! Well, where's Joey Styles when you need him? Get a cat fight! and it is what it is. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get a video on an 8-man tournament starting next week, and that's the men's breakout tournament. Where nobody besides Miles Bourne and what's his name, Odo Femi, whatever his name is. Everybody else, I have no idea who they are. I think except for maybe one, Luca Cristofino, I think his name is. But some of these guys are, I think, pretty much, maybe guys you see on NXT Level Up, or just guys that really don't get used that much. But yeah, so 8-man tournament beginning next week. So it's probably going to be a 3-week tournament, which is probably going to be the end of the year, basically. So I would think the finals are, well, I don't know how they're going to do it. If they're going to do 4 matches a night, 4 matches next week, and then the semifinals are going to be the week after that, which is the December 19th show, which they're going to be taping, I think. Because they're not December 26th is a tape show, I believe, and I don't know about the January 2nd show. I do know Raw will be live, supposedly, on New Year's Day. Was this day 1? Come on now. Anyway, but they won't, I doubt they'll be live, they're not going to be live on Christmas. That's going to be a taped show. It's probably going to be taped probably next week. I don't know when, if they're going to tape it after the actual Monday Night Raw, or they're going to tape it maybe on the weekend. SmackDown will be live on the 15th, the 22nd, and I believe the 29th. So, they're not going anywhere. Raw, sadly, Christmas and New Year's Day is on a Monday. And then pretty much 2000, now it's a leap year, it's on Monday, so. But next year will be, I believe, on a Tuesday, so NXT will probably be taped for Christmas and New Year's Day. But we'll see when we get all the way over there, but we got that. So, tournament begins next week, and I pretty much don't care who wins that, really. I really don't care, but the winner of that gets a title shot of their choosing, I believe, or just a world title shot, which you'll probably get whenever they want to cash in. So basically, it's the NXT version of Money in the Bank. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so we got that. Alright, then we move back to the Capitol Wrestling Center for our next match on your scorecard, on your program. Women's action, the goth chick herself, Tatum Paxley, taking on the lovely Lola Vice. Oh, yes, with Elektra Lopez at ringside. There wasn't anything to write home about. 4-minute suckfest. Starts with them grappling. Lola takes her down for a sexy hip attack to the head. Hey, I'd like to take that. Anyway. Tatum catapults her throat first into the ropes. Ow. For a near fall. Then a spine buster out the corner for another near fall. And then Tatum keeps Lola down with a body scissors. But Lola pulls Tatum into a quickly broken knee bar. When she just hooked it in. Whoop, it's over. Broken up. Lola strikes her into the corner for another sexy hip attack and another near fall. Then she hits that wicked roundhouse spin kick of hers. 1, 2, 3. Lola Vice gets the win pretty easily. And that's all I gotta say about that. So, match was alright. Gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Then we find out on commentary during the match that Wesley is going to be out 8 to 12 months. But we already knew that. But we move on. Alright, then we get a video from last week with A-Kid, Axiom, and Ben Frazier not really agreeing on Ben Frazier's loss last week to Ilya Dragunov. I mean, he got the fucking shit beat out of him. And they're like, oh, how about we fight it out? So they agree to that, and that's going to come up in a little bit later. Granted, they'll be friends afterwards. Might be friendly competition, but then afterwards, somebody's going to do the heinous act. Who knows? But we got that. Let me move on. Alright, then we see Baron Norman Corbin not really worried about, talking to Ilya Dragunov in the final segment of the night, ahead of their world title match at Deadline. So see how that goes. Alright, so we get that video. Then we get another video from NXT Anonymous. Who is it? Are we gonna find out who NXT Anon is? It's not Hornswoggle. We're not gonna do the anonymous GM bullshit. Are we gonna ever find out who that is? Who knows? Maybe Shawn Michaels, I don't know, but anyway. So, the NXT Anonymous shows a video from October the 17th of Trick Williams. Whoop that trick! What? Whoop that trick! Exactly. Basically talking to Carmelo Hayes, they're kind of arguing, this and that, and then Trick leaves, and then we see Carmelo grab his phone and texting somebody. We don't know who he texted after he left. Probably Lexis King, because that's the situation that's going on now. So let's see what happens with that. Let me move on. Alright, then we go back to the commentary table, where Vic Joseph and Booker T are talking about that, and then Joe Gacy is behind them. It's like, hey Vic, it's me! Look at me! I love you! Vic's like, what the fuck going on with this guy? So Gacy, I don't know what the fuck he's supposed to be. Maybe like a Raven type character. It is just fucking weird. He's out of his gourd. Get that man a Snickers. I don't know if he's channeling his CCW run. Or, I don't know. I think he's just... he's out of his mind. Let me get that. But anyway, after Vic Joseph and Booker T, try to figure out what the hell is going on, we go to the ring with a six-person mixed tag team match. We have Alpha Academy of Chad Gable. Oh, thank you! And the big fat man, Otis, and the beautiful Maxine Dupree. Respectfully. And, the other dancing schmuck, Akira Tozawa. Sorry, Jack. But anyway. So, they're taking on Metaphor of the NXT Heritage Champion, the Supernova himself, Noam Dar, Oro Menza, and the lovely, vivacious, hot piece of fudge ass. Ash. That's Lash Legend. Get shit done. And also, the lovely Jakota Jackson at ringside. Oh, another piece of hot fudge I like to... Respectfully. Listen. Alright, so this came out from last week, when Chad Gable came this close to beating Noam Dar for the Heritage Cup. So get that. Alright, so pretty decent match, kind of corny ending. But anyway, it's also with Noam Dar and Chad Gable, once again, kind of, finishing up where they left off last week. Dar backs Gable up in the ropes. They get slammed down for his efforts, and then Oro Menza comes in, gets chopped a few times, then an arm drag into a basic armbar by Mr. Chad Gable, and then Maxine Dupree comes in for a suplex to Lash Legend. As you know, it's mixed tag rules. And then the big fat man Otis comes in, suplexes Oro Menza and Noam Dar at the same time. And then everybody goes to the floor. They start fighting on the floor. We go to break. We come back. Chad Gable suplexes Noam Dar again. Then brings it back to Otis to basically wreck everybody. Except Lash, of course. Oro Menza gets crushed with an elbow. And then Lash Legend comes in. I thought that Maxine was going to come in. Lash Legend, the freaking beast that she is. Holy fucking shit. She gets in the ring and picks up this 300. I don't know how many pounds this guy Otis is. It has to be at least 350. She picked him up with ease. Slams him. Holy fucking shit. The fans are going nuts. I'm going marking the fuck out. I'm like, goddamn, give Lash Legend the women's championship. holy moly! You know, Bray, I'm sorry I have to quote you, but yowie wowie! God damn, Lash Legend. She is a legend. Holy crap. Fans are going nuts. I mean, even commentary was going nuts. Oh my god, Booker T's having an orgasm in his pants. Jesus. Jesus, you know. That was crazy. And then, pretty much, you know, it just gets chaotic after that. And that leaves Maxine to hit a flippy dive onto everybody. And then Chad Gable comes in. I didn't even know he got the tag, and Noam Dar was the legal man. Gable comes in, applies that ankle lock, then he just went down, boom! And then grapevine the leg really, really, really hard. I'm like, damn! Like, he could have broke Noam Dar's fucking ankle. And Dar's like, taps out real quick. I'm like, god damn. Freaking fast and furious ending. I mean, that alone, you know, didn't really trump Lash Legend picking up big fat Otis. I mean, but goddamn. But anyway, Alpha Academy get the win, matching a 3.5 out of 5 stars, and just for Lash Legend, 5 out of 5. I mean, if I was HBK right now, I would really consider giving Lash Legend that belt, and maybe promoting her to the main roster. Really, Metaphor should be all up on the main roster right now. And everybody thought that Lash Legend was so fucking green in the ring. I thought that too. But she has, every freaking time you see her in the ring, even on NXT Level Up sometimes, she has freaking gotten better and better and better. She still needs a little bit of work on the mic, but still. She picked up 350-pound Otis. Mind blown. Holy shit. Mark out moment of the year for NXT. Well, maybe, I don't know, but for the women, I would probably put that up at at least the top 5. That was something of beauty. Oh. Major brownie points. Major brownie points for Lash Legend. She really got shit done. The fans went nuts. Loved it. I might have to watch it again. Just because. But anyway. Alright, so the match, like I said, 3.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. But, man, mark out moment of the night. That's it. Alright, after that, we go to the pub with the Gallus Boys, Mark and Joe Coffey, along with Wolfgang. And they run into Hank and Tank at the bar. And basically, you know, Hank and Tank give them some beers, maybe to soften them up a little bit. And then basically say, oh, we want to be better. We want to be, you know, a known tag team in the tag team division. So we're going to challenge you to a match next week. Any two of you guys. I'm like, okay. You really want to lose to Gallus? It is what it is. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, after that, we go to the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Hey, fuck the goat. I didn't need Jannetty. Right, Brain? He didn't need Jannetty. Jannetty tried to jump out the window to escape. Are you blind? I knew he was going to do that. I just knew he was going to do that. He didn't need Jannetty. Will you stop? Anyway. So, outside of HBK's office, and out comes the beautiful Ava Raine. And, we saw her go into that office last week. That must have been a long-ass fuck meeting, huh? But anyway, Ava comes out of the office, and then basically, me and Mr. Hickenbottom, Mr. Michaels, talked about it, and Kiana and Roxy cannot keep their hands off each other, so I'm going to make the match for Deadline. And to ensure more violence between them, we're going to lock them in a steel cage, brother! go. You make it a nice, good old-fashioned steel cage match. Make it more violent. Yeah. Let's get some blood in that match. You know, we'll never see blood in a women's title. Well, a women's cage match. I don't think we... Oh, maybe we did. Maybe back in the Attitude Era we saw a little bit of blood, but... Not much unless it's hard-way blood. Yeah, technically doesn't count. But I don't care if it's in a doubt, and it probably never happened in AEW or in TNA. But I want somewhere to have a fucking Crimson Mask, bloody as fuck. Both women look, busted wide open, looking like they're, they had their period in the wrong place. Gushing blood from their heads and stuff. Just dripping blood. The mat looks like a freaking canvas. Well, it is a canvas, but, like a painting. Just dripping blood. Violence. Different weapons besides using the cage. Like, tables, glass, whatever. Maybe I have to call up GCW for that. I don't know. Probably will. Probably get, like, Ryu Yamashita versus Steph Delander, or I don't know who. No, it won't be Ryu Yamashita against Maki Ito, motherfucker! I would like to see a women's match in GCW get really, really, really ultra-violent. I mean, bombs. Barbed wire explosives, stuff like that. I mean, go really messed up. I mean, we haven't seen really pretty much of that, unless you're in Japan. Right, EO? EO knows what I'm talking about. Not once, but twice. Barbed wire exploding bat in the face. Woo! Surprised her face still looks good. Holy crap. I mean, EO is fucking hardcore. And I'm not talking the bedroom. I'm talking hardcore. I mean, freaking Asuka, freaking getting beat the fucking shit beat out of her by freaking Minoru Suzuki. Remember that? Some of you do, some of you don't. And if you don't, look it up. She got fucked up. To the point where the freaking referees, poor referee, I don't even know if it was Red Shoes or Marty, White Shoes, whatever it is. They were so concerned about Asuka getting the shit beat out of her by freaking Minoru Suzuki to the point like it felt like domestic violence. Damn. I mean, that's why you don't see much of that anymore in Japan. Because Minoru, basically committed domestic violence. Whew. Damn. But anyway, we got that. So, Kiana James and Roxy in a steel cage, brother, at Deadline this Saturday night. It's gonna be hardcore. It's gonna be brutal, my friends. It's gonna be a slobber knocker. Back on, slobber knocker. Back on. That's pretty much it. Alright, so we get that. So I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we have the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge Summit. We have Byron Flaxton in the ring. Different color suit this time. It didn't look like Barney this time. I think he had like a pink suit. You trying out for the Power Rangers? Go Power Rangers for the culture. Anyway. I know somebody will love that. Somebody saying that, but I digress. Anyway. So we have Lash Legend, Blair Davenport, Kaylani Jordan, and Fallon, don't call me Don Henley, in the ring with the beautiful, the vivacious, it's Tiffy time! It's Daddy's favorite girl, Tiffany Stratton. Daddy! Yes, Sunshine, how are you? How are you, sweetheart? Daddy, did you see me in the ring? Yes, yes, I did, Sunshine. You look beautiful. You always look beautiful, my darling. Thank you, Daddy, but these bitches piss me off. I'm sorry, Sunshine. You'll get them on Saturday. You're damn right. Can I have your credit card? Here you go, Sunshine. You go have fun. And good luck on Saturday. Thank you, Daddy. Bye! Okay. I know I don't sound like Mikey, when I do that impression. I just feel like doing that. What do you mean you're talking like me? Mike, I was just going, doing Tiffany Stratton's impression. Daddy! Yeah, but you kind of sound like me, though, Gilmore. I mean, Joseph. No, not technically. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Anybody really care? Do you care, Mike? Nah, not really. He's still awesome, though. I know. Yeah, I got all these hypocrites, after me. Basically the fucking lies as usual. Don't listen to him, Gilmore. You're better than them. They ain't gonna come to your face and do anything anyway. Because if they did, I know you're gonna give him a Gilmore cutter and put him through a freaking flaming table. Because you're awesome. Not as awesome as me, but you're awesome. I know, Mike. Thank you. You always have my back, Mike. And Jerome, too, to a point. Right, Jerome? That's right, motherfucker. Yeah, keep that scythe away from me, dude. If you want to use that scythe, use it on these assholes. Stick it right up their ass, because that's where it belongs. Besides their throat. But I digress. But anyway, you go have fun, get out of here. Mike, you're my boy and everything. We're gonna take him at deadline. We're gonna take him through the rest of our lives, my friend. We're gonna put him through flaming tables, and we're gonna make him pay. There's nobody beats the prophecy. Nobody beats the purge. Nobody. That means nobody. Right, Mike? Yeah, that's right, Gilmore. I mean, Joseph. Yeah, anyway, I gotta go to use the bathroom. Oh, okay, Mike, sorry. I didn't really need to know that, but okay. Right, you want to say goodbye to your these hypocrites and your great fans? Because I know you have a lot. Especially you know who. Yeah, I talked to them the other day. Oh, you did? Really? Yeah, we patched things up. Okay, that's good. Anyway. Yeah, you want to say goodbye now? Bye! Okay, get out of here. I'd like to see you try that. Nobody watches your videos. Yeah, you do. You watch every single second of it. But then you get a headache. Aww, poor baby. I'm gonna have a seizure. Good. Good. Doing something right then. Making you watch because you give me so much attention. Thank you. Thank you very much. And that's pretty much it. But for me and people like Mike Awesome, we don't give two shits about you. But you're gonna keep acknowledging us, and we're gonna keep proving you wrong. And pretty much what you're gonna do is keep proving us right. Because you're a bunch of hypocrites, and you can't keep your vagina shut. And that's pretty much it. So I don't care. I'm gonna keep doing what I do and keep, not portraying a character. I'm just trying to be as entertaining as I possibly can. And if you don't like it, too bad. But at least you watched. I did my job. You watched it for 58 minutes, or you watched it for 58 seconds. Still a view. Thank you for the free view. Thank you for the free sub. And if you leave a comment, thank you for the free comment after it gets blocked. It is what it is. I'm not going to stop being who I am. But, keep slandering my name. I'm not going to give two shits. It's just going to prove my point even further. And that's it. That's pretty much it. And whatever I do, wherever I go in the future, you're still going to be watching. Because you can't stop. But you will eventually. You're going to get sick of me eventually. But, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Just remember that. But anyway, move on. Alright, so, anyway, let's get to this, women's summit. So anyway, they're all in the ring, and, they, basically to say why they're going to win. So, Tiffy obviously goes first, because she's the favorite in the match. I think she's going to win. Then again, it might be Kaylani Jordan. I'm like, But as long as Fallon and Haley don't win. But anyway, so Tiffy says she's the favorite in the match, the future, and she's the future because Charlotte said so. Because she sees 4 participation trophies, damn, and 1 winner. And then Kaylani Jordan knows she's an underdog, but no one here has ever been in an Iron Survivor Challenge either. Wasn't Tiffany in it last year? Don't we know? Anyway, Lash Legend doesn't like any of them, but she's been training with Noam Dar and knows about winning multiple falls. That didn't come out right. Anyway, Blair brings up the women she has injured. So Ruka, who actually now got cleared. She's done with rehab, so she's just have to wait till actually medically get cleared from the trainers and everything. So she'll be back probably by next year anyway. Blah, 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 blah. And Blair says, you think what I did then was vicious? Just wait till Saturday. And then Fallon, don't call me Don Henley, always to beat them all up. And then she says something really mean to Tiffy. And then they all start arguing. And Byron's like, I thought we were not going to do this! And then, next thing you know, Byron's running for his life. He's scared for his life. He has to call his son, Alfred. Alfred Kanua. Come on now! Save your dad! Save your dad, Alfred! Come on! Gotta take him to Applebee's for WrestleMania. But I digress. Anyway, so they have a big, humongous brawl. And then, everybody's fighting. And, that's that. So I gave that part of the segment 3 out of 5 stars. But there's more. We'll get to that in a second. So then after that, we go to break, come back. We're supposed to get Axiom and Ben Frazier. They come out, get a little bit of action, and they trade flippy dippity doos. Really not getting far. Little stalemate. And then AK catches Ben Frazier with a sliding German suplex. Dives into a very good super kick for a near fall. And then Ben Frazier sent to the outside for another big flippy dippity doo. But where the match ends, because all the women in the Iron Survivor Challenge match come back out. They start fighting towards the ring. And then they get in the ring, they're beating the fuck out of each other. So the match ends in a no contest in 2 fucking minutes. So, I didn't really rate that match. Really, pretty much was a dud. That's that. And then they continue to brawl. And then everybody else is kind of isolated. Blair Davenport really basically doing nothing. And then the returning Nikita Lyons Nikita. Woo! She comes out and plays that big thigh of hers into Blair Davenport's fucking face. And we saw her last week in the crowd. Now she's laying Blair Davenport out, one of the women she took out. Well, Blair took out Nikita a year ago, or somewhere around there. We still haven't seen Wendy Choo Choo yet. Don't know when she's coming back and what gimmick she might have. I still think Tiencha's coming back because we've seen Boa and Dante Chen with the face paint of Tiencha. Now we gotta wait for possibly Xia Li to really get sent back down to NXT. I don't even know what she's doing. I don't even care. And then pretty much Wendy Choo Choo will come back as Mei Ying. That's it. Tiencha 2.0 is back. But hopefully, not Hunter, sorry. Shawn Michaels does it right this time. But knowing WWE, they always will somehow fuck up. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so Nikita Lyons is back. And we'll see what happens with that. Let me move on. So, basically, all that really didn't give anything. That part, that was basically a second part, but it is what it is. Alright, after that, we go to, once again, Chase U! And the scandal with Chase U and pretty much Andre Chase and what's going on. We heard last week that there's a betting scandal going on, and Chase U's in a lot of debt right now. And then we see JC Jane and Duke Hudson kind of like, we got caught with the cans in the cookie jar. So this time Andre Chase has an assembly with basically the student body, and he's up there. Dia Hell's in the audience. J.C. James in the audience, 2 cousins in the audience. So it's basically Mr. Chase talking to everybody in the assembly. Mr. Chase himself says, I put the school in this position, and now the school is officially on academic probation. Damn. And he says, any students who enrolled after the investigation began will no longer be eligible for financial aid. I'm like, damn. That's sad. And then Theo's like, oh, what am I gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do, Al? What are we gonna do, Eddie? What do you mean, who's we? They just want the rabbit. Please. Roger Rabbit reference. You keep talking like that, I'm gonna wash your mouth out with soap. Eddie Valiant. Okay, move on. Anyway, so, Thea Hale's all like, what are you gonna do? And she's like, Mr. Chase, how much do you owe? And Chase is like, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm like, damn, to a third party because I got a loan. Damn, Andre Chase. What the fuck did you do? I wonder who the third party is. Oh, that's right, that's my cousin. You owe my cousin a lot of money. And we're coming to collect, bitch. You don't want to mess with the Italians, man. If you owe a debt to the Italians, you better pay up. You're going to be swimming with those fishes, my friends. And I'm not talking a $2 bet. Saying you don't mess with the mafia, you don't mess with the Italians, especially a guy like my cousin, my legit cousin Tony D'Angelo, who gets you a Chicken Palm Hero for $2. Right, cuz? Exactly. And we move on. Alright, so, talks about the third, the loan plus interest. Oh, those interest rates. Went through a third party. And then, we see Adriana, one of Tony's, associates. Like Leon, like, I love it when a plan comes together. So anyway, Mr. Chase promises to get the school out of debt, and then asks for suggestions to make money, like a bake sale, a car wash, a crash course on avoiding financial crisis, somebody says, one of the male students says, and Theo's like, oh, hi there. And then Jesus is like, hey! Focus! Thea Hale's focusing on something else, if you know what I mean. Little 20-year-old, Thea Hale getting her, I assume her first crush. Male crush, she's gonna go out with that guy. I don't even know what that guy is. Who cares? Blah, 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 blah. So Jesus is like, hey, focus here. We got a problem here. You're focusing on dick. Come on. Anyway, so Mr. Chase then promises that the debt will be paid. And that's pretty much it. But, this whole thing with Mr. Chase and the school being now on academic probation, he put out a loan to cover his debt. That didn't go anywhere. And pretty much he owes Tony D and Stacks and the family a lot of money. So, pay up, bitch. And that's pretty much it. So we'll see what happens with that. It ties into everything. I mean, if Adriana is there, something's going on with Tony D and Stacks. But who knows? It might not be Tony D and Stacks. It might be just something else. We don't know. I guess we'll find out. Probably next week on the program. And that's it. Alright, so I give it 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then we see Trick and Mello walking. Because Mello's got his Iron Survivor qualifying match coming up. Trick wants some answers from Mello about the footage that he saw earlier with, Mello texting somebody. He's like, who are you texting? Who were you texting? He's like, well, I'll answer that after my match. And Mel's like, oh, fuck. I'm like, alright, you go do what you do, and we'll reconvene. So all those who thought that Mello was innocent, you were wrong. It was him. It was me, Trick. It was me. All along. You might have thought it was Lexus King, but I put that hit out for him. I knew it from the start. And that's it. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Then, speaking of Mr. Brian Pillman Jr., the loose cannon, Lexus King, he says the camera always finds him, but he's not going to interfere in Metal's match coming up, because he doesn't mess with his friends' matches. So... So, is Mello his friend? Or his confidant? We'll see. I think he's the, he's the guy that, he got paid off nicely by Mello. It's like, hey, take Trick out, Not that it worked, but... Because now Trick is in the qualifying match. Can Mello get in? Well, we'll see. Alright, so we go to your basic main event of the evening. The men's final qualifying match called Mello Hayes, the man who shoots and, pretty much misses sometimes. Tyler Bate, DJ Nightwolf, basically Nightwolf from Mortal Kombat, Eddie Thorpe, Carl Fredericks, and Joe Coffey of Gallus. Alright, so we hear from some of the members of the match. Before Eddie Thorpe goes out to the ring, we hear he's with Quinn McKay, Kelly Kincaid, that he's banged up, he's injured, with his ribs, thanks to, a certain guy named Dijak. Even in the first match, too, but, that he had. So, he comes out with his ribs taped. Joe Coffey, being the smart man it is, goes right after them. Mello cuts him off, leaving Tyler Bate and Joe Coffey to slug it out in the middle of the ring. Joe Coffey... Why did my notes go all the way down there? Anyway. Where was I? Okay, I gotta get my notes back here. Okay. Alright, Joe Coffey swings and misses, kind of like the New York Yankees, even though they got Alex Verdugo from the Red Sox. They're very close to getting Juan Soto, like it matters. Juan Soto's gonna be another rental that the Yankees get, so they can cheat to get they can get to the playoffs and then choke. I mean, not that the Mets are going to get him. We don't even need that bum. We don't need him. We got other people to worry about that are, not as great as Juan Soto, but, I'm worried about getting some outfield help, because I'm looking at some outfielders right now. A DH. Then, hopefully we'll get Yamamoto or the other guy from Japan. Get our starting pitching intact. Then worry about the bullpen. Then, really, what is going on with Alonso? Pete Alonso is still a free agent right now. He's getting offers from a lot of teams right now. He is getting a lot of offers, and Mr. Stevie Cohen and Mr. I was almost said the other guy, Mr. Stearns and the new guy. Were like sitting on their ass, like, what are we gonna do? I'll tell you what to do. Don't have to worry about, worry about pitching. Yes, that's one of the main things you need to do. Get an outfielder and get a DH, and then worry about some actual good bullpen help, and then hopefully have a ton of money to give Alonso, because they're pretty much out in the running for Ohtani. He's maybe going to Toronto, because I don't know what happened with the Braves. And Ohtani, you're a schmuck. It's like, I don't want to play in New York. I wonder why. The media coverage will be all over you. You know how New Yorkers, if you don't produce, you are gonna get lambasted and gonna get booed out the fucking stadium. But you really think that, if you go to the Braves, that you're gonna do anything? You're just gonna be the DH because you can't pitch because your arm is like your arm fell off. You can't pitch anymore. I thought he got surgery. I thought he was supposed to get Tommy John surgery, and he was supposed to be out for like a year and a half. Because that's what happens when you get Tommy John surgery. You're out for like a year and a half. But I don't think the injury's that bad that he can't swing the goddamn bat, even though he'll still get hurt. So if the Braves get him, yeah, he'll be a DH. And same thing when if he plays for the Blue Jays. That makes him better. But if the Yankees now got Verdugo from the Red Sox, and they hit a snag with Soto, but now it's kind of heating up again because that hot stove is really firing up now. It's on about to hit day number 4, I believe, day 3 or 4. But I think they have to go the rest of the week. So I mean, the Mets can make some do some more action. They got a couple guys I don't really give two shits about. They probably won't make the roster anyway. They're thinking about getting Eric Fetty from the Washington Nationals, who's been pretty good, a reliever. But there you go. There's your setup, man, for Mr. Edwin Diaz. You get Fetty, forget it. Now you got 1-2 punch. Then start building behind that with the middle rotation that sucks fucking cock. Get a fucking good DH. Get a good left fielder, like maybe the guy from Tampa Bay. The other guy, not the one that we have now, but the guy that can't hit, basically, they signed. Like, why did you sign him? Why are the Mets signing basic nobodies? Maybe there's a Christmas present coming along. That would be a good birthday present if we get somebody huge. Or Alonso signs like a 10-year, $200 million deal. Something like that. Because he's going to get paid. Whether it be the Mets or the Dodgers or maybe the Yankees. Hopefully not. But, you know how the Yankees will throw away money. But because that's what they do. They throw away money at these big-time stars. And what do? Right there, Stanton? Right, Judgy Wudgy? Right, Rizzo? Right, all the other guys they got and really didn't produce? House Steinbrenner is probably yelling at Cashman, like, schmuck, you should have been fired. Him, I don't understand what the hell House Steinbrenner has. He has a hard-on for freaking Cashman and Baboon? So you just want to have them lose again and not underperform? And then the fans are like rioting, like, get rid of these idiots! And I'm saying this as a Met fan. Get rid of both of them! If they're not done, they're not gone by the All-Star break, I don't care what the Yankees do. I don't care if they win the World Series. I want Cashman and Baboon gone. And I'm saying this as a Met fan. They're not with us, man. I'm glad. I'm okay with some of the things that Uncle Stevie Cohen does, and, Billy Epler, thank the Lord, got rid of that schmuck. Got him out, but, Uncle Stevie says, I got a 5-year plan. We're going to become contenders, and then, like, the last couple of years, we were pretty red hot. Red hot, 2021. Pretty much this year, we were kind of in contention, and then we flaked out after Verlander and Scherzer went bye-bye. Edwin Diaz was gone in March, right before the season started. So the season was like, a wash anyway. I mean, but 2020, 21, well, the pandemic year, they were kind of in contention, but it was 60 games. But they came up a little bit short. 2021, they were red fucking hot, and then, July came. 2022, the same fucking thing. Red hot, and then kind of just fizzled out last year. Basically gave the Braves the fucking pennant. The fucking NL East title. They were lucky that they did so good early on. They got the freaking first wild card, and what did they do? Ugh. I mean, freaking Bassett, DeGrom, and Scherzer laid a stinker. And, Bassett, well, DeGrom not so much, but Bassett and Scherzer put up stinkers. They got swept by Atlanta right near the end of the year. And then they got lucky that they got the first wildcard slot, and they had a big lead in that for the first and second wildcard. And then they face pretty much a red-hot San Diego Padres team, and then they barely even show up, except for like maybe Game 2. Game 2, they actually showed up, even though I think Scherzer started Game 1, stunk up the joint, and then the Grominator comes in, and he picks a pretty decent game in Game 2. And then Game 3, we're hoping Bassett will turn it around because he had a lot of bad starts near the end of the year. And what happens? He leaves a fucking stinker. He pitched like a bum. And then he goes, where did he go? To Toronto and becomes a god? So what happens when you pitch in New York, you can't handle the heat, and you get out of the kitchen basically, and you go to the Yankees, or you go to any other team. And you're like the next coming of Cy Young or the next coming of Babe Ruth. I mean, come on now. It is what it is. But I really think Ohtani's probably going to go to either the Braves or he's going to Toronto. He wants to play for a contender. I think the Braves are the right fit for him. I don't know why Toronto would even want him. Toronto never contends. I mean, they get off to a red-hot start and then they fizzle out right near the end of the year, like they always do. You should go to Baltimore. Baltimore had an amazing year this year. 100-somewhat wins and then choke in the playoffs. Sorry, Otaku. Gotta be real. I mean, it is pretty much what it is. Oh, speaking of Otaku, me and him are not... We don't have any beef anymore. You know, I said what I said maybe a year or so ago, calling him weird and, this and that, but I never hated the guy, even though, he might have had my back when I was in the Fortune 4 shooters and everything back in, 2016, probably much up to 2019, I think, I forget, until I finally left, and I said, I don't want to have nothing to do with you, because all the drama that was coming from, people and, other people that stabbed him in the back, basically. But me and him don't have no beef, and I'll occasionally, leave a comment or two, but I let Otaku do what he does, do him, basically. I let him do what he does. I don't bother him that much. I mean, I do talk to him sometimes in private, but we have no beef, and that's the way it should be. And then people still think I'm in Fortune 4 shooters. No, I'm not even on the channel. How can I? Oh, I'm so bitter because I got kicked out. No, I quit the Fortune 4 shooters back in the day. And I'm not going to join them again. I don't want to deal with the drama that Otaku has to deal with. Or any of the other members of that group. Which is basically, it's just him and maybe another guy where he doesn't do videos, and it's just one of the guys that used to be on the Ambiguous Assholes. Bastards. That's it. I don't care what they do on the Fortune 4 Shooters channel, and what Otaku does on his channel, that's him. That's him. He's almost at 4,000 subscribers, which is pretty nice. Maybe sub bots, but does it really matter if he sub bots or not? I have almost 1,250 subs on my Killer Demons channel. Whether it be botted or not, don't matter to me. Whether I have 479 subs on this very channel, because I got a couple today, I know they're fake, but thank you for the free sub. Most of those are real subs, and some real subs, and mostly fake subs, or bots. But I really don't give a shit. A sub is a sub, a view is a view, and a like, a comment, a comment. But anyway, me and Otaku are pretty civil right now. We're pretty civil, and we don't give two shits what other people say about us. The way it is. We're just living our lives, and we're doing what we do. We both have jobs. We both have lives. He doesn't have a woman. That's just him. I have a social life. He has, his job, making a lot of money. Doing what he has to do. has a very successful channel. Might be better than me, sub-wise and view-wise. I mean, I don't care. But at least we have a common goal, not common goal, but common, interest, and that's wrestling. That's it. But, you wanna try to go at Otaku, I think it's a bad idea. Like, going after me is a bad idea. Because we, pretty much now, we don't care about anything anymore. Because, these people on YouTube are just complete other dumbasses, and they prove our points. We prove them wrong, and then, that's what, like I said, they're hypocrites. Oh, he's got a dead channel. He's not, he got in trouble because he put up TNA and AEW stuff. TNA stuff. And he got demonetized for that. And he was off for a little while. And everybody's like, oh, he left because he got demonetized. No, he didn't leave because he got demonetized. He left because he had an actual life and a job to worry about. He couldn't devote most of his time to doing videos. It is what it is. Sometimes I don't do a video for a day, maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days. Sometimes I take maybe a couple of days off because I need it sometimes. Because I have a life and I want to take some time off to get to a better mental state and just feel like taking days off. Doesn't mean that something happened, I got flagged down or whatever. Doesn't matter. But it is what it is. But me and Otaku, once again, we're not friends, we're just civil, and that's it. We just we do our own thing, and that's pretty much it. And we'll rarely talk behind the scenes, and that's it. That's it. I have nothing else to say. I have nothing bad to say about Otaku, and that's it. If he gets the 4,000, well, I'll congratulate him, and then that's it. I'll move on. But other than that, me and him have no beef. And that's pretty much it for that. You got to beef with him to take it up with him. That's it. All right, blah blah blah. Let's get back to NXT, and then we're gonna finish this up. I'm gonna go to sleep, and then we're gonna worry about tomorrow. And that's it. All right, so the match continues after some flippy dippity doos. Let me just get back to my notes here. Where are my notes here? Here we go. All right. So we come back from break. Eddie Thorpe steals a cover on Tyler Bate for a near fall as Joe Coffey made the save, and then Eddie Thorpe hits a bling buster for another near fall on Tyler Bate. Once again, Joe Coffey has to make the save, and then Eddie Thorpe goes to the floor to drop Tyler Bate again, but then charges right into a spine buster on the ring steps. Ow! And that really took him out of the match because the medics came out to check on Eddie. Eddie's basically gone. He's done. His ribs are shot. And then pretty much it's a triple threat match. Carmelo grabs a top rope sunset flip into Mark Coffey with like a chaos suplex. Sends Tyler Bate launching out almost out the ring. Crazy. Then we get a code breaker. Hits Tyler for a near fall. And then Joe Coffey knocks Mello out of the air. Tyler grabs a very quick Tyler Driver 97 on Joe Coffey. 1, 2, 3. Tyler Bate goes to Deadline, where he will be with Dijak, Braun Breaker, Josh Briggs, and along with Trick and himself. And we'll see who wins that. It's going to probably come down to Trick or Tyler Bate in the end. I think Trick will win, but I would not be surprised that they give, if Tyler wins the match and gets that title shot, then maybe, just maybe, we'll get Tyler versus Ilya once again. But I'd rather see Ilya versus Trick, because that first match they had was great. Trick came this close to winning. But we'll see what happens with that. But the match itself was pretty good. 3.25 out of 5 stars. Then afterwards, Tyler Bate gets on the mic, promises violence on Saturday, And then Dijak comes out, and he says, "Oh, you're a strong man with a strong heart." And you say, "I'm gonna kick out the crap," or whatever like that. He's like, "Oh, by the way, Then he kicks Eddie Thorpe just because. Anyway, so Dijak threatens Tyler Bate, and then Braun Breaker, he comes out, and he threatens everybody, saying, "Oh, everybody should stay in the penalty box. That's the best place to be, because if you come out, you're going to get destroyed." And then Josh Briggs comes out. He says, "I might be underrated, but I like being underrated." Okay. And then Trick comes out, starts whooping some tricks, basically. We get a big, humongous brawl with all 5 men in the match. And then we go to break, we come back. Carmelo's in the back. Actually, Trick is in the back, and basically says, "Hey, Mello, did you send a text to Lexis King to take me out?" Mello's like, "No, I didn't." And says, "I would never work with somebody like that." And it says, "And to prove it, I will challenge Lexis King to a match at Deadline." He said, "I went through Ava Raine and Shawn Michaels, and I got the match, so I will be at Deadline, and I will prove that I did not work with him." We'll see. But that's that. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Then we go to the final segment of the night. Baron Snorri Corbin and the NXT World Heavyweight Champion Ilya Dragunov. They face-to-face chat in the middle of the ring, no moderator, just them sitting down at the table, talking like men. Corbin promises to win the title and says, "I'm bigger than you," and this and that. Ilya is ready to fight, but says, "I can't contain myself, because if I let myself go right now, there will be no title match at Deadline." So maybe, Shawn Michaels or Ava Raine said, "Hey, any physicality, there's going to be no title match, or you're going to lose that title, or you're going to get stripped of the title." So we got that. So then Dragunov accuses Corbin of wanting the title to keep up his obsession with materialistic possessions, like cars and extravagant houses and stuff like that. And then Baron Corbin's like, "Alright, that's it." And he really laid into freaking Ilya Dragunov. I was like, wow, this was great. Like, finally, Baron Corbin actually makes some sense for a change. And cuts a mean-ass fucking promo. So he goes on a humongous rant, not as great as mine, about how he's been around for 8 years, gone through the highs and lows, even though the whole bum-ass Corbin crap. Then he became Happy Corbin, Constable Corbin, whatever you want, the Lone Wolf, blah, blah, blah. So he says, "I know you're about to lose it because you miss your family." And he tells Ilya, "Well, why don't you just do something about it?" So then he just goes berserk. He's like, "Alright, you want me to help you? I'll throw away the freaking chairs," grabs the table, props up in the corner. I'm like, yeah, that's definitely going to be used. Calls Ilya a coward. It says, and it's like, "I'll turn my back, you can kick my ass," stuff like that. Calls him a coward. And then Drago's like, "You son of a bitch! Ah!" I was like, oh, he's gonna suplex him. He's gonna do something weird, like maybe he's gonna grab him like this and then flip him like a suplex. But he gets he grabs him and then he hugs him, and he's like, he's like, "The only person who can destroy the dragon is the dragon himself." So Corbin's like, "What the fuck you talking about?" And then it looked like we're about to end the show. And then Braun Breaker comes out, Bate comes back out, they fight, Dijak comes in, they have a humongous brawl, and pretty much it ends with Braun spearing Trick Williams through the table. And that was pretty much it, and that ends a pretty chaotic pretty chaotic episode of NXT. I mean, freaking Ilya Dragunov was just going nuts. It's like, Rooney! And then Corbin's like, what the fuck? And then he's like, he blasted him, talked about his family. He's like, oh, you're not going to hit me, this and that. Because you hit me, you're going to forfeit the match. Stuff like that. So really kind of baiting Ilya in. Ilya's like, he wasn't going to take it. But he's like, I'm going to kick your ass. And the only person that can tame the dragon is the dragon himself. Which kind of sounded weird. But still, I mean, I think Ilya and Baron Corbin are going to have a slobber knocker. I think Ilya's going to somehow survive and retain the title. And then, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Trick wins the match and maybe cashes in maybe by the end of this year or maybe at New Year's Evil. Then again, maybe at Vengeance Day in February. I mean, we'll have to see what happens with that. Maybe Mello comes out or Lexis King comes out and screws Mello right near the end. I could probably see that. And then Tyler Bate wins. And then Tyler Bate will probably cash in whenever he feels like it. And we'll see what happens with that. As far as the women go, I have to go with my girl Tiffy. I have to go with, Daddy's favorite girl, Tiffany Stratton. I think she's going to win because I really could care less if anybody else wins besides Lash Legend, which I would love to see, but will she? Maybe, maybe not. I'm thinking Tiffany's going to win. I have a feeling Tiffany Stratton's going to get the win, and then she's going to probably cash in on Lyra after Lyra gets beat up, or she's just going to say, hey, I'm going to cash in at New Year's Evil, or even at Vengeance Day. Or maybe she doesn't cash in until Stand and Deliver in April on WrestleMania weekend. I don't know how long that lasts. It was the same amount of time as the Money in the Bank, which is like up to a year. And Priest better cash in pretty soon, because I think he has a few more months to go. But I don't know when the cash is going to happen. If it's not at Royal Rumble, it'll probably be at maybe the Elimination Chamber, maybe at WrestleMania. But you really think that he's going to cash in on CM Punk if Punk, they do Punk versus Seth Rollins? I highly doubt it. But then that brings up, like, could it be Roman? I hope not. I mean, we never know. And that's pretty much it for that. Alright, so we'll talk about that when that comes. So, should be a great deadline show. And I will do my predictions probably Friday afternoon over on my Shadow Slayer channel. Episode number 15 of the Shadow Slayer series. And we'll talk about deadline a little bit further. And then Saturday night, after deadline goes off the air, right here on the channel, your NXT deadline review. And that's pretty much it. Alright, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. I am out of here. My final rating for NXT tonight, a solid 7 out of 10 7 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section, and check out the video from earlier in the night on my PG Rants channel. Show your love and support. Climbing up there right now. It's slow, but it's climbing up there right now. As usual, my rants are pretty legendary, and on average, they get between 100 and, they get between around 100 to, at most, close to 3,000. I mean, my Grimm's Toy Show is getting close to 3,000 views right now. I know it's been like 6-7 years, I think, since I, did that video on Dave. Grimm. And then I have other videos that have a lot of views. So my rant channel, you think it sucks and it's a dead channel, but I get, some good views. But it is what it is, and that's it. But watch it, and hope you enjoy it and learn something. And really learn that these people on YouTube that call me a hypocrite, they're an even bigger hypocrite. And they prove me right every freaking time. Every time. Because, that's pretty much it. They want me to fully explain myself with the whole cat thing, which was a bad joke gone wrong. And I agree I should have never said it. But, I was trying to be sarcastic, and it pretty much backfired on me. But in no way have I ever abused an animal in my life. I'm not certain people, but that actually have done that, and they got in trouble for it. But I never in my life, with the wrestling cat or, the other cat I had, Cookie, never abused them. I always feed them and treat them with love. And even my other pets I've had through, in my life, never, ever abused them. So, you can call me a cat rapist and cat diddler and everything like that, but you're just talking out of your ass. Just talking out of your ass, and that's pretty much it. So, keep talking out your ass about the cat diddler thing, because that's all you got, besides the pedophilia shit, which, is pretty much ancient history right now. I don't care if it's gonna, I'm gonna be in a grave when I die, I'm gonna be labeled, here lies Peter Gilmore, he was a pedophile, this and that. But, whatever, I'm still gonna leave a legacy behind, whether I have friends that will remember me, and family members that will remember me and everything, that I did some good deeds here and there. But, and like I said, I don't really care. I don't care about, if I leave YouTube, I'll leave a legacy behind and everything. Not a great legacy, but, people will just remember me like, oh, Peter said this in 2012, in 2015, 2020, whatever it may be, 2022, just living in the past and can't get over it. The same fucking bullshit that I have to deal with every freaking year. Because nobody can freaking get over it and shut up. And they're like, oh, why do we have to get over it? You did it. So what if I did it? So what? Why are we talking about things from years ago? And then you spin it, and then people think I'm a bad guy when I'm not. And then, oh, you tell these people about my past. Nobody gives two shits about the past. And if they are interested, why, they'll come to me. It's like, oh, did you really do this? Did you say this? And I'll go like, no. Like, they're just portraying me to be out like that. But I'm not a pedophile. I'm not like this and that. I'm an actual normal human being. And I'm a good guy. So don't believe their bullshit. And then, they're like, okay. And then, next thing you know, they're stabbing me in the back. But because they listen to basic nobodies when they don't listen to the actual source and the person that tells the truth and not spread lies on the internet. Because that's slander. That's basically defaming my character. That's the way it is. You're committing crimes, basically. Slander, harassment, and defamation of character, among other things. Am I doing that? No. And like I said, I don't care if, my past is, is gonna, haunt me for the rest of my life. I don't really give two shits at this point right now. I'm gonna be 47 soon, and I'm just worried about, turning 47, going through 2024 and beyond, and focusing on my life, and not focusing on stupidity on a stupid fucking website. It is what it is. I mean, I don't need YouTube. I can leave tomorrow if I felt like it. I can leave right now if I wanted to, but I'm just doing YouTube as a hobby. I can find something else. I can go somewhere else, but I don't feel like it right now. So, I'm just gonna do me, like I've always done, and I'm not gonna worry about what people say about me. Because, basically, it's the same fucking shit that I've heard ever since pretty much 2012. For 12 fucking years now, the same bullshit fucking crap. And I don't care if you like me, if you don't like me. I don't care what you have to say, and I don't care what you think. But you're still gonna watch me regardless, because you got nothing else to do in your pathetic fucking lives, and on your fucking boring as fuck channels. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, because I got better things to do with my time. Make my money that you wish you fucking had. And enjoy my life, my life, and count down the days till, Christmas and my birthday and all that other shit, and just enjoy Christmas and New Year's with my family, and that's pretty much it. So, you can't enjoy Christmas, and you're gonna be on YouTube and do your bullshit, then you seriously need fucking help. if you're gonna do that bullshit on major holidays and waste people's time. They don't need to be, their time doesn't need to be wasted, especially on Christmas Eve, Christmas and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, or whatever holiday it may be. You're just wasting their goddamn time. And pretty soon they might investigate you people for wasting their goddamn time. I'm not wasting it because I'm basically innocent. These people, these people just need to be, they're innocent people too, and they're wasting their time and, resources and money and whatever. Just because you people are dumb. And basically have no fucking lives. So, that's pretty much it. I personally don't care. I'm just going to enjoy the rest of this month and the holiday season, and then I'm going to, ring in the new year, and I'm going to start 2024 off with a fresh start, and just focus on myself, and focus on getting better, and becoming a better person, and, that's pretty much it. And, support my friends and my family, and I know they'll have my support and everything. They'll support me in any thick and thin. But in any case, at this point of my life, going to be 47, I really don't care about drama on YouTube, and I really shouldn't have ever. But now I'm getting to the point where I'm getting close to 50, and I don't want to be, going back and forth with a bunch of fucking little boys that will never be men, talking on YouTube and slandering my name with bullshit. And that's pretty much it. They want me to come on panels and talk about stuff about stupidity. I'm not gonna talk. I don't need to. So go do your boring as fuck videos and continue to slander my name, and I'm not gonna really give two shits. I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to laugh. Because that's all you can do. That's all you freaking can do. You and your freaking people that are in your chat room and all this other BS, Because you're not going to handle like a man, do it yourself. Because you have to have associates do it for you. That makes you a pussy. So, and I personally, don't care. I don't care. I'm ignoring everything now. Everything. Every video, every comment that I get if it's a bad comment, call me names, I'm gonna block it. I'm blocking the channels. You can make 6,000 more channels. I'm gonna keep blocking them every single time. And if you get pissy about that, what I'm gonna say? Too fucking bad. I'm gonna say too fucking bad. Fuck you, man. Go fuck yourself. And I'm gonna keep doing my reviews and my videos, and I'm just gonna continue to live my fucking life the way it should be. And that's the way I want to do it. And if you can't handle that, once again, fuck you, man. And that's it. Alright, I'm out of here. Once again, 7 out of 10 stars for NXT. And we'll see what happens next week. Oh, where we got Deadline. And then next week on the aftermath of Deadline. So tomorrow we got AEW Dynamite, week 3 of the Gold in the Gold League of the Continental Classic. And we're in Montreal, and we got the big one: Edge versus Christian for the TNT title. Are we gonna see a Montreal Screwjob? Probably, but we'll see what happens with that, and we move on with that. Also, we got Samoa Joe and MJF taking on the Devil's Minions, whoever they might be. Maybe they'll get unmasked. I think we know a couple of them. The Kingdom. But that other guy, I don't know who that was. We don't know who the Devil is. It could be Jack Perry. It could be Adam Cole, baby. Could be Mustafa Ali. Could be Dolph Ziggler. I think maybe that big guy that was in the ring when the other three are holding him. I think that might be Shelton Benjamin. Though he can't really, he's not, can't sign with AEW because I still think his 90-day non-compete clause is still up. So it might have been Wardlow. Who knows? People think it was Joe. How can Joe take that guy out and he's fighting himself? That makes no sense. So I mean, we'll see what happens in the next couple weeks as we get to World's End. We're 24 days away. So we're 3 weeks away from that. So that storyline with MJF and the Devil and his minions and Samoa Joe will intensify over the next couple weeks, and then we'll see what happens at the final pay-per-view of the year, December the 30th in Long Island. Joe versus MJF 3 for the World Heavyweight title, and we'll see if MJF can still be the AEW World Champion, or will Joe win his first major title in AEW. And that's that. And then don't forget also, next Friday, Ring of Honor's last pay-per-view, Final Battle 2023 from Garland, Texas. I will be doing some predictions for that. I will do a review probably the 17th, because maybe the 16th if I get some time, but we'll see what happens with that. But I will watch Final Battle probably Saturday morning, early Saturday afternoon, do that video, get it out of the way, and then we got Collision that night. And then, I'll get SmackDown and Rampage hopefully done that same night, the 15th. And then, the 15th, then the 16th, I will do Collision and your Ring of Honor Final Battle review. And then that'll be it. And then we're a week away from Christmas. And then just get ready for Christmas and count down the days. And then we'll celebrate Christmas. And then we'll count down the days to the end of the year. And then we'll do an end of the year video for wrestling and music and whatever. And that'll be probably my final video of the year. Probably after the World's End review and my year in review video. That'll be it. And then after the ball drops at 12 o'clock on January 1st, 2024, I will do my very first video of 2024 right here on the channel. So check it out. It's going to be fun. And that's it. So stay tuned. Hit the bell. Subscribe to the channel. And if you want, leave a comment. But if you're going to act like a complete, utter buffoon, then you're getting blocked. I'm just proving my point even more. And that's it. So I'm going to go. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you guys tomorrow. Would it be tomorrow afternoon? Maybe tomorrow night, depending on how the day goes. And then that's it. If you don't hear from me anytime tomorrow afternoon, you will be hearing from me tomorrow night, right here on the channel with your AEW review. And that's pretty much it. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. I will shut up now. Go to sleep, motherfuckers. Well, unless you're on the West Coast, it's 12:03 a.m. So maybe you are going to bed, or if you're not, you're staying up with me, then good night, everybody. But good night, West Coast. Good night, LA and San Fran, and everywhere in between. And that's it. Alright, until next time. If you're not down with that, you sons of bitches, you fucking hypocrites. You're not down with that? Too fucking bad. Because me and everybody else that are way better than you, and you fucking know it. You're not down with that, motherfuckers, you fucking hypocrites. We all got 3 words for you. And remember it, because I'm going to say it till the day I die. Fuck you, man. Period. Done. That's it. So I bid you adieu. And goodbye. Mwah. And good night. Bang. Bye, bitches.